At a young age, we come to the moment in our lives where we begin to ponder about what we want to be when we grow up. Within this time period, you might change your mind frequently due to the fact that your interests change, such as your favorite colors do. For me, I had a couple ideas, such as a music artist, an inventor, a lawyer, even a pilot at one point. However, I knew that the day I received my first digital handheld camera, I started filming everything. That's when I knew I found a hobby that would later turn into a career path I would love. Personally, I found it funny how quickly this would grow on me. Even better, my passion for the horror movies grew bigger over time as well. As I got older, I figured out a couple DIY special effects projects I used for effects, such as making blood packs that I could use for gory scenes. Over time, I really started to realize the main purpose for myself as a filmer. I genuinely wanted to make films that my audience and I could connect with. Very similar to finding a soulmate. First, I knew that making a connection in many ways goal in film, because that's how I would connect with the audience engaged and wanting to watch another film of my creation. I wanted to use excitement, fear, love, gore, humor, and even the antagonist at my disposal. Using emotion as I learned would be a great tool to persuade my audience to stick around for more. Now, I had learned all that goes into the details for making a successful film. I had always lived by the phrase, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. This applies to my life in becoming a filmmaker. When you first start learning about filming, you develop an understanding that sometimes equipment malfunctions and or breaks unknowingly or unexpectedly. With that being said, it helps to problem solve quick without having to use tons of money. This way, the budget for my project isn't off too much. In many cases, though, it also helps to network. This means to branch out to as many people in the industry as I can, because I never really knew what would come my way. This being both positive and negative experiences to learn from my own decisions or other people's experiments as well. It creates an industry that works together to make the best films and to entertain. In the end, keeping an open mind is something that I really enjoy. New ideas were complementary to breaking guiding rules and bringing an exhilarating experience to the table. Fearing whether or not to try something new and then failing has often crossed my path. Nevertheless, I am always willing to cross those boundaries and see how far I can go. To be the next Steven Spielberg or even the next Stephen King wasn't exactly the goal, like most people think. But to learn new things every time you shoot and tell a creative story using imagination to connect with other filmers and audiences.